In 2002, my whole family at Ultimate Case. Also, we have the label, our life living is good, and then we have money, and work, and a lots of things in my house. And then we also, our whole family also believe in Jesus. My father and mother, brother and sister, all together. And we are so happy to serve the Lord during that time. And then, but until 2003, have the big temptation into the church. And then a lots of unbelievers, they come to the church and to scold the church and to stop the church, do not have the worship. And then when we try to sing the song, praising the Lord on the Sunday, they also have their own music with a big speaker and louder to disturb us. And then we ran to the mountain area for worship. They also brought some music to disturb us. And then until a lots of church members, they start to believe already. And then only few members, especially my family, come to the church. And they wrote the letter on the wall of the church. And they said, if person believe in Jesus, they be killed and cast out of the villages. But we do not stop actually. But until 2004, the temptation is start to be calm down. No more. It seemed to be very peacefully. And then start to be, have some more churches come to the church again, but not so many. Just around 30 or 40 members to the church. And then in the time that we think it is peacefully, 2005, the thing was settled. I am the cameraman for, I go for, I shoot the video for the wedding or something in the province. Also, I can earn a lot of money through that. And then at the time I go to take the pictures in the villages. Somebody give me the bottle of water, but I do not know inside the water what is it. But actually it is the poisonous. When I got it, only 1 hour my body lay on the bed already. It seemed to be dying. I cannot get up. And then they brought me to the house and give me some injection and surround my body. And then my father, he brought me to the hospital. And the doctor also said that maybe not survive actually, because my whole body inside almost broken. But my father, he prayed every day near to my ear. God, please take my life and give the life to my son. That at the time, I just heard a small voice into my ears. It seemed to be, how can he pray in that way? How can he pray that God take his life and give me a life? He prayed every day until 2 months. I have a life with him. And then my whole family very happy at the time when they saw me come back home. And then only 1 month later, my father passed away because the temptation was coming. I sent him to take the picture for the wedding. It seemed to be I sent him to die. Early in the morning, they called me, where is the photographer? Where he is? I said, I sent him already in the evening, but they said no. I do not be interested about my father, where he go or something like that, because I also very exhausted, not so much strength and power. Around 1 o'clock afternoon, I heard the news that my father passed away. Nearby the house that had the wedding, around 10 o'clock, somebody was killing him. Especially they used the gun, the sharp in front of the gun to make his neck. And then after they used the scissor and to hit his sick places. And then they spread out immediately that this man persecuted by himself. Nobody was killing him. And then when I heard the news, all the camera in my legs, everything on my head. I just broke it. I do not interested for camera anymore. I just stopped, and my tears were stopped. I say, God, this is the reward that you give me. I'm going to die already, but you give me a life. But this time, how can you take it out of my life again? This is the reward. I do not know what God has planned for me actually. But at that time, I think that this is my seriously. I do not know that how to say that. It's very hard. I very hard to receive about the thing, because after one thing will happen and other thing was happen. And then my pastor, he encouraged me to just stay in faith. You lose your father, but God is your father. Stay with me. I said, okay. I just leave the church. Even though I do not have my father, I try my best to serve the Lord. Only 1 year later, my mother had other husband. She sold all the properties and ran away from the house. She sold all the things, followed her husband to Thailand. And my brothers and my sister, they cried to me, brothers, now we lost mother. Where is she gone? I do not know. Just go and looking for her. We tried for 1 month to looking for my mother, but cannot see her actually. She ran away. She tried to run away up from us. And then at that time, it seemed to be I again was very troubled. And then I prayed to the Lord, but enough for me. I do not want to serve you anymore, because my whole family again and again faced the trouble. And then I pray only 1 day, God prepared a way for my whole family, brother and sister. Somebody were willingly to help them and send them to the orphanage center, and then send them to some churches to support them for study. And then for me, I just go around. I do not want to do anything. Just go somewhere. If I have enough food to eat, enough for me to live. Only 1 year I live in that way at Siem Reap. Just walk around nearby the roadside. And then one day I saw my sister. She stayed at Siem Reap. She very happy because she never meet me 1 year already. When she met me, she cried a lot and hugged me and then asked me, "Where are you, brother? I so miss you." I said, "Yes, I just go." I pretend to be happy, not want to show her about my hard situation of life. And then she invited me to stay in the national school at Siem Reap because she studied here. And then my friends, she also was a teaching here. And then when I saw the place, I said, okay, I will stay there for helping the children ministry, but not get the salary, just only the food. I want only the food, not the salary. Only 6 months, the school was collected. The school was stopped. And then the teacher, especially my friend there, they said, it seemed to be when the school start is very okay, very good. When you arrive here, the school collected. It seemed to be I am the madman. They say in that way. I said, okay, I agree that. You say it's the right because of me. At that time I say I have no choice anymore. And then I pray that God, this time I really need to study the word of the Lord, because I have no way to go anymore. Just pray. And then God showed me the way to go to Proposal Bible School. And my friend at a national school at Siem Reap, he's from Nagaland, almost from Nagaland, the teachers. And then Adayo and Adono and Tung Bang, so almost Nagaland teachers. They also stay at Proposal, but I do not know where he stay. But when somebody showed me the way how to study at Proposal, I just go. And one man, he said that I will recommend for you to go to study. I will write the paper and ask the principal of the school to allow me to study. But actually it's not. He tell me a lie. He give me $35 from Siem Reap to Kampong Som. And I have a big luggage that somebody give me some clothes, some book, and then actually almost the old clothing that the school that moved, they do not want to get. Just give me the big one. With that, I arrived at Kampong Som. I walked from Sala to Oprang villages, very far. When I'm arrived here, I asked the principal of the school, I come to study. But he said, no, because you do not have any recommendation from others to send you to be here. The school do not allow. Because at that time, I'm very thin, my ears are so long. It seemed to be the gangster or rob or something like that. The school do not allow. They say, no, you cannot come to study unless you have the paper from others to sign for you. We will visit. And then I say, okay, I will go back. But only $5 I demand. Only $5. And nearby the school have the place for take shower. And I pray that time. I cry all night for God show me the way. If God willingly to send me to be here to study, I will stay here. But nobody give me the rice because I very hungry, want to fill my stomach with the rice to food. And then one man, he sent me, he brought a rice box for me. He said, this is my rice box I give to you, just eat it. And I so happy, and then I pray God, if I finish this eating, how about tomorrow? How about tomorrow? And then early in the morning, next tomorrow, God showed me a right way for what I asked him. One friend from Siem Reap also, he arrived here for the wedding. He said he was very surprised when he saw me. He said that, how you come here? I said, I come to study. He said, okay, you have the rooms? I said, no, I don't have the room. He said that, how can you do not get the room? He said, the principal do not allow me. He said, who is the principal? Please show me. I will go directly to him and to ask him. I said, how can this man, just only the simple man, I met him at Siem Reap, how can he say that? It seemed to be he made me so happy, but I do not know that what he going to talk with the principal. He said, I just give only 1 cup of coffee, the principal will allow you to stay here. I just trust him immediately. And then he just directly, 1 minute later, he come to me and the principal say, oh, I show you the room and to stay. And that, friends, I do not like him at Siem Reap. I hate him. Because he's not so good for speaking or make joke, make me so angry every day for studying the Bible. I do not like him. But God sent him to prepare the way for me. I so said when I received the permission from the principal by the friend that I do not love him, do not like him. But God showed me the way. At that time, my life started to be changed completely. I stayed in the school, make the gardens and plant some vegetables, selling and to support my life. Until God prepared my wife for me also at the day. We have $300 for the wedding, even though the small money, but God prepared a way for us to great things. That is my life that after I depart from the house until I finish Bible school. But when I stay in Tokna, actually the road condition is very crazy. And the principal said, after you finish, you need to go to Ratnagiri. I have the church, office, and have everything for you. But I say no. I want to go the place that God showed me after my fast and prayer. He said, okay, After praying with my wife, God showed me the way and God for me. And the place, he said that if Mopang district is okay, if you go farther from the Mopang district, very difficult. We do not want to support it because very far. And then I say, if God show me the way, I need to go. He gave me $135 from Cambodia. And then after I arrived here, I saw that this is not the place that God showed me. Just go to other place. And I go very deeply and deeply to the place to find the place for staying. And then the place that I stay, we call Jamkache, very far. And that area is very silent places. Nobody want to study, nobody interested anything. Just a very simple places. And also the situation surrounding very hard for me to stay with my wife. But God showed me the way that this is the promised land for you. I say, how can this is the promised land for me? I have nothing. My principal also, when he know me to stay there, he do not like. The foreigner also, they do not want to support it. Just let to stay by yourself. Because I prepare a way for you here, but you go to other place by your own. You need to support yourself. But I thank to the Lord, my principal, Musehan, even though some foreigners do not support me, but he tried to help me with my wife to give me the salary for rental the house, for teaching the student over there, and then to buy some rice pork and some food, something like that. He gave me every month for 125 US with my wife, and I stayed 2 years at the place. You know, I need to go to the forest every day for cutting the woods and then to earn some money from the forest every day. Very hard. Sometimes we want to earn a lot of money, we need to spend a lot of time with the hands. Also carry the big woods and then to earn the money for supporting my family until I have the son. First son is UN. At that day, I know that God willingly to bless me. I go to 3 hospitals. They do not support me at all because we very poor, do not have the money. I just please the motorbike and the van, but they do not want to bring me to the hospital. I just please my wife going to deliver, but nobody interested. I just stand by near the roadside at the Mopang and seem to be God prepared a way for me. Have some taxi to come. He said, if you do not have the money, I will bring you to the place, to the hospital. Then after I'm arrived here, the doctor also, the baby inside my wife is very big, cannot be reversed by the nature. Need to operate. I said, no, I do not want to be operated because spend a lot of money. I do not have the money at all. My wife said, just pray to the Lord. And then that hospital, they send me back to Srayambang hospital. Just go to Srayambang. Because Srayambang have one organization, it's Christian organization over here. Maybe they can have the good people, have enough fun. And after I'm arrived here, praise the Lord, they come to interview me. And then I hold the Bible in my hand. And then I just go to his office. He said that, he asked me, are you a Christian? I say yes. No need to say anymore, just only yes. He Christian. And he support us the money for the food every day and pay for the doctor for deliveries by baby. That is great. And I coming back. God bless me, new life, because I have the son. And then at that time, my life started to be moved, start to be, God showed me the way how to live as in His purpose. I have educated, even though English, computer, something that I can earn the money, but I cannot use my wisdom to serve the Lord. That means I try my best to give the educated to the people, but nobody believes in it. Unless I know myself I am weak and God is using me. When I give my life down, God prepared the way until we have the church members, we have the youths, we have adults, and we have the kids in the church until now. Because God prepared the way for me. Even though in the hard situation, but God stayed with me. God really wants to show me the way. Until now, I know that one seed that fell into the ground, if do not die, cannot produce the fruit. I remember about my father. He died, produced the fruit. One for 30, 60, and 100. Now I realize that God had a plan for me. I can say all the song that I composed, it is from my testimony at all. Day by day, when I go to the forest, I brought the knife and axe, also guitar. When I'm so tired, I play the guitar nearby the rivers and just make the melody about my testimony and to sing the song to the Lord. Until now, I have 29 actually songs. It is all of my testimony, my whole life. How God choosing me, how God prepared a way for me, and how God blessed me. Okay. Thank you.